Red Sea issue, the freight rate, the Red Sea issue, because of which freight rates have gone up. So does it impact our exports in any region? First, and if yes, who bears the cost? Are we required to bear? I know it's a short-term period, and we don't know how it will play out. Fair point. But given the past experience that we had, so how are the terms being done today? What is the discussion that is happening today?
Ankit, let me explain it. First thing first, after the COVID, the ocean freight has gone so high, so exorbitant. To some extent, our customers have become habitual. They know these kinds of shocks will come and go. Ukraine war happened, few things happened. But now, because of the Red Sea, of course, the ocean freights have gone up, but not the way it had gone up in the past. First thing. So, I mean, the customers understand everything and very quickly absorb. Very quickly absorb. They waited, some of my customer waited for 7 to 10 days, then said, oh, go ahead and ship the rice. And yes, to protect us, we are offering all quotations at FOB price and add the actual ocean freight at the point of shipment and make CIF shipment, because CIF is very important. We have to have our cargo insured till destination, because entire payment is not received in advance. Partial is there. If something happens, maybe the buyer won't come across. So it's important for us to ensure the cargo till destination, and the ocean freights are whatever they are high or low, we add on to it. And otherwise, it is taking 14 to 15 days extra. It goes via Africa now, Cape Town. So it's the just time gap, or to begin with, it was little gap for the customers. Now everybody has absorbed. Now, it's the food. People are all over the world, sometime war, uh, very different eventualities are happening. So people protect them for their food. Even the countries now, they are doing that. Ankit, you want to add
Okay.
some?
Chiragji, I just want to tell you the process, how it goes. So a regular buyer would, let's say, place an order on 1st of February, okay? And the contract will be signed on FOB basis, because the order also is going to take 10 to 15 days to get processed and to move for the port. And in volatile times, prices of freights can go up, they can even come down. So when the container is about to arrive at the port, we inform the customer that this is the freight we are getting. And sometimes, the customer also, because they also have contacts with their freight forwarders, they can also get lower freights. So whoever is getting the lower freight, we use that freight forwarder and we move the cargo according to that.
Okay, so the customer is bearing the fluctuations in freight rate. That is the way to understand, right?
If anything like this happens, our contracts, they convert to FOB terms,
Okay.
and the freight is decided when the container is reaching the port, when it's near
And which
the
regions
customer.
are we affected? Which region? So Middle East is affected right now?
Yemen is affected, countries are affected. I would not say regions. Yemen is
Oh,
affected, Israel is affected, 2, 3 countries
okay.
like that.
Egypt
And
is affected too.
so in that case, the customer also understands, because they also have their contacts. So they
Okay.
negotiate the freight and they tell us that this is the freight forwarder you can use.
Because
Thank you.
it's a force majeure situation. They cannot push us that even if we have sold CIF in some cases, still we have been able to
And
add protection freight.
and Chiragji, it's a normal practice. It is not something new for us. I give you an example. Like in USA, we deal with House of Spices. So House of Spices is not only importing rice, they are importing multiple products. And they have a contract with Merck's Line, for example, for 1,000 containers in a year. So they get a better freight than even us. And they tell us that this is the freight forwarder and you can use.
Okay.
We are already in that setup.
Okay. Thank you. I'll come back for more questions. Thank you very
Right,
much.
Chirag?
The next question is from the line of Deepak Pawar. Deepak, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Thank you. Uh, Thank you for the opportunity. Congratulations on a good set of numbers. My question is that uh, this ban, the non-basmati rice ban, going forward, we still feel that the next year is going to be a low production year, not just for India but world over. So, what are your views? Will this ban will continue, or there will be upliftment post-election?
Okay, so the government of India has put a ban on the private exports, but they have formed NCEL, which is now taking the now they are taking care of the exports, and it is happening G to G. So earlier it was happening from private to private people. Now it is happening from government to government, and NCL is putting tenders which any private person can bid on and can supply them rice, and this is how it is happening. So it's not like a ban, only the players have changed. It's like that.
Change.
Right. Can you
But,
give me
uh,
the regional
but
bifurcation of the sale?
mm, no. Repeat question.
Can you share the regional bifurcation of the sales for this quarter? Region-wise sales.
Like international sales.
Yeah, exports.
So major, of course, is GCC countries, and then we are very strong in USA, Canada, and in the east we do a lot of business with Australia, Singapore. I mean, we export to more than 80 countries. So major ones would be in GCC and in America. I mean, American side.
Canada also.
So, Ankit ji, can you name how much percent did we export to GCC of the total sales? How much we have to the USA? I mean the major ones, not the all ones, of course.
There are too many countries for me to tell you, but top ones I've told you would be GCC and towards USA.
Okay.
And Canada too.
What I meant was USA, Canada,
USA,
that side.
Canada together.
Okay.
Canada is very good market for us.
Hmm.
Ankit ji, another question would be that we have seen a significant increase in 29% increase in interest cost on as well as 25% in employee cost for Q3.
Hmm.
On 9-month basis, also 29% increase in interest cost and 16% increased in employee cost.
Hmm.
So, what are the reasons for the increase on
You
both
have the
ends?
figure also. What is the interest cost? I mean, in terms of crores. If you can pull that. I'm sorry, I don't have them.
Sure. So, say for example, year on year basis, we'll see Q3 22, last year in December, the finance cost was 1 crore 93 lakhs, which is right now 2 crore 56 lakhs. If I
So,
see year on year.
you know, for a revenue of 400 crores, I mean, 1 crore increase is not a big
No, I'm
amount.
not saying it's unreasonable.
I
I'm just
absolutely,
asking
I
why
absolutely,
it happens so.
I absolutely understand. In terms of percentage, it'll look like, sorry, it'll look like 100%. When in terms of value, it is not big. Chacha, if you can tell
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what has gone.
Actually, this year, look at the current quarter. We have very good sales, and we are expecting we have most of the material is already sold. We have very large inventory now, and obviously our borrowing is relatively higher as compared to the corresponding period of the year. Even I have increased my bank limits, and that's very cheaper money. We have subvention also of 3%. Bank charge is 7.5 euro, 7.75, or sometimes close to 8 also. We get 3% subvention. It is 4 to 5% interest. It's peanut. If we just give.
Also, maybe the orders have increased, so
Yeah.
we have more
Yeah,
procurement
yeah.
this year.
Orders have increased. That is what I've told. Our inventory is high.
Maybe more orders are, yet to be processed.
We are going. Yes, one thing I wanted to share with all. We are participating in Girl Food, and if somebody is traveling to Dubai these days, he is most welcome to visit to our store. We are in the concourse where you don't have to buy one ticket; you can straight enter. And this is the biggest food event. Every year we participate because here minimum 40-50 countries our existing customers come. And we are always very optimistic and will get good business from this. And we get it always. And the relations get renewed with so many existing customers. At least 70-80 customers come, at least, always. And then
On,
you
on,
are added.
on the same, on my next question is on the same lines. We have this Gulf Food between 19 February to 22 February. I saw we also have a stand there.
Yeah.
So, my question is that generally every year when we participate in this kind of events, what is the general order value that the increased order value that we get? Any average
You mean to
ballpark
say the
figure?
new orders
New
we
orders, yeah, new
get?
orders.
Orders are already in the hand. You're just meeting them.
And new customers also come.
And then the people you are following up from so many years, they also come and meet you.
Yeah,
For
that is there. But
example,
any new orders that you have, acquired through
from the
these kind
past
of events?
experience,
Yeah, past experience. I would just wanted the historical averages on those front.
you know,
Very simple, very simple. In every exhibition, we get new customers. And Dubai in particular, you see, Ankit is going, I am going, Sankesh is going. I don't even, Vijay takes 1 day flight and comes. And of course, sales staff is also going. The reason is many existing customers are coming. If we have to meet them, it will take us 1 year to move around, and still we will not be able to meet. It's a forum where everybody comes and we meet each other, and meeting each other renews your business. It prolongs your business also. So always the new customers, some of the customers are not satisfied with their existing supplier. Some new people come in the business. It's the food item. If people are after the food business, so there's ample opportunity, and we in
so
cash we try.
for example, let's say you are following up with somebody who's based in Africa. Okay, let's say Congo, right? So it's impossible, to go to Congo, meet him. And it's very easy to invite him to Dubai and you can sit across, you can do your business. I'm giving you an example. It can be multiple countries, multiple customers. All right.
Thanks, Deepak. Have you got answer for all your question? Deepak?
Deepak ji, anything else?
We'll move on to our
Yeah,
next
yeah.
question.
Sorry, I got muted. Yeah, I think I've got the answers to all questions. Thank you, Ankit ji.
Welcome, Deepak ji.
And what best of luck for your future
Thank you
business.
so very much.
Thank
You
you,
so very
Deepak ji.
much.
Thank you.
We'll move to next question from the line of Mr. VP Rajesh. Rajesh sir, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. First question, just to make sure I understand, your inventory figure is around 626 crores. So typically you hold the inventory for 6 months or so. Is that sort of the right conclusion there?
I didn't get the first line. Can you repeat it, please?
Your inventory worth is 626 crores as per
Yes,
the presentation.
626. Yes.
Right. So I was just checking that your inventory is generally for 6 months, like you will hold the inventory typically for 6 months. Is
No,
that the right way to think about
No,
the business?
that is not true.
that is not true.
Our inventory is based on the orders we have.
If you
Okay, so
if you simply compare with the just ended quarter, 400 plus is our sales. So that way to maintain 600 crore is not higher. And secondly, you see the crop is one. We have to have some rice for longer period also, but it's simultaneous sales. Around 70%, I think, Ankit, have you calculated is 70 or 75%? This is what I've been told is sold as against this sales. How much it is? Did you check it?
I'm sorry. Say again, please. I was muted.
I mean, out of this 600 crore plus stock, I have been told by the sales team, our contacts, and they have added it's around 70%, I've been told. Sold.
No, we would be short.
Hmm?
We would be short.
Means
Means we have. I mean, we have more orders.
you have maybe you
I
got
mean, what figures you're getting is 31st December. I'm talking like we are in Feb now.
no. 31st December is gone. 31st, I am comparing, we did more than 400 crore sales.
Right.
This means the stock of 600 crore plus is justified. We have to have that because
That's
we
the
have
reason.
orders and it's one crop in a year.
Right.
Maybe some rice we have to carry forward. Some varieties will be
Right.
carrying.
So I don't have the exact percentage, but as we do our business against orders. We get orders only, then we procure. It's a good thing.
I have been told this is 75% strictly sold. This is what my team said. Anyway.
Okay. So just to clarify, that was, by the way, very helpful to understand how to think about your inventory. Uh, so see, the question then is that your acquisition period is generally the season, right? By February, you would have acquired everything, and your orders will be coming throughout the year. So how do you manage that? Do you acquire in the open market when you get new orders?
No, that is not true. The procurement can happen throughout the year.
Okay, so you're procuring throughout the year. Okay,
We are procuring
understood.
all throughout the year. It's
Okay,
not
and
that I have to do it in 2 months. If I feel the prices are high and my
right,
customer is not accepting higher prices, maybe I don't even buy. I wait.
I see. Okay. And then on the debt and cash balance, what were those figures for December end?
Debt and cash balance, and we don't work on much debt. I think my uncle can tell better.
That I think was around 150 crore borrowing of the bank.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, 150 crores. And cash, you were still maintaining 250 crore plus?
Yeah. Because we have current assets also, debtors.
But let's say we do a revenue of 1400 crores in a year, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
we are doing practically 110, 115 worth of export sales every month. So taking a debt 150 crores, that can be returned very quickly.
Very
Sure.
quickly. It's already as on the date, it is around 100 crore, 110, 150.
Understood.
And every
Understood.
single year, the company track record is for 40 years. Every year we borrow, and every single year we adjust the account. And after moving from PNB to HDFC, we have borrowed and adjusted the account and given deposits also to the bank. They are very good intangible assets for us. Intangible benefits we get.
Okay. And my last question is, in the GCC market, especially in Saudi, KRBL has been having issues over the last, let's say, 12, 18 months. So have we been able to acquire some market share because of that?
No, I don't want to comment on my competitor, but
But let me ask you the other way, then
yeah.
are your sales increasing much more in Saudi? And you don't have to tell me the number. I'm just trying to get a sense of the trend.
No. We are not specific about any country. We don't know which, because we are into so multiple countries. I think it's 90 countries, 92. We have already reached 92 countries. But 70, most of from the most of the countries, always buying is going on.
So
It's a very wandering situation. One country suddenly goes up, one comes down, one goes up. It's like
okay, so Rajesh ji, we are basically after profitable customers.
that. That's all.
It doesn't matter he's in Saudi Arabia or he's in Haiti. We will only go after we have all the data, we know who are the right customers, and we only go after profitable ones.
Profitable one, timely payment, everything. No
I mean,
problem.
there are customers in Saudi Arabia. You can do high revenues with them. Maybe you can do 1,000 crore turnover, 1,500 crore turnover. But in terms of profitability, it will be less than 2%. So what is the point working with such customers? So we avoid them. We are only looking for the ones where we can get good margins.
Yes.
who value quality, who
Don't
value
give
on-time
credit.
delivery.
We very rarely to very tested customer, old customer, we give little bit credit. Otherwise, we don't sell on credit. It's only cash against them.
Got it. Thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Next question is from the line of Mr. Sanjeev Damani. I will ask Sanjeev ji to unmute himself and ask a question.
Namaskar, sir. Namaskar, everyone. Sir, actually, a lot of inventory and the cash positions have been discussed. I mean, if a specific figure of inventory, finished inventory available with the company as on 31st December, if it is available, kindly just tell me.
That I'm sure is declared, sir.
Ankit, they mean finished. Finished means
Finished inventory.
there is paddy also. We, of course, we have separate record of paddy and rice, but maybe we have not brought the figure right.
No problem, sir. No problem. Absolutely no problem.
We have
Uh,
paddy also, but
Acha.
mainly is rice.
Okay, sir. Last time and in last con calls, we have discussed about adding more and more products other than rice, some other edible items. So, is there any progress there? And as to the marketing through the e-commerce and all, so is there any progress or through modern trade? Is there any progress on that front?
No, e-commerce business is gradually getting up, getting higher and higher, and the best part is we are getting repeat orders.
Okay, that's very
Yeah,
nice, sir.
so we are getting repeat orders, and it's gradually going up. We are also started. I've just paid few days back. I wrote a check of around 1 lakh or something. The team told we are advertising in most of the social media channels.
Very nice.
Let's say what happens, but it's
Very
going
nice.
up. Well,
Acha,
and
sir,
we
so
have also started selling 30 kg packing, 25 kg above packing also online, and every day something is happening. So,
very nice, sir.
but
Sir,
it
so this
naturally
is directly from our own website we are selling, or we are going through Amazon or anybody, any other Flipkart or any.
we are through Amazon, Flipkart, JioMart, 3-4 channels we are doing, and of
Okay.
course from our site also.
Acha. So DMart is also included, sir? No.
I don't think DMart is not yet.
Okay. No problem, sir. Sir, now I am coming to the overall scenario of the last year which has been completed. So, how was the crop of basmati and overall Indian conditions of the rice arrival, quantity wise, volume wise? Can you kindly give some light on it for my better understanding of the rice as a product in India?
Ankit, you better speak.
Anji, Anji. In terms of basmati, there is no change. It's the same what it was last year.
Okay.
In terms of non-basmati, there is a decline in production,
Okay.
and because that is the reason why government has taken steps.
Okay. So, sir, we are not affected because we deal only in basmati rice,
Basmati.
right? Which I understood from you earlier.
You can see yourself. It was like a roller coaster, like I said in my like in my speech. That was like a roller coaster quarter. So many things were imposed, and you can see it is the best quarter what we have achieved.
Oh, Ananya, sir, really congratulations
Yeah.
for
But
such fine
there were
performance.
so many. I would say there were so many hurdles, but still you can see for yourself.
Sanjeev ji, I should be very, very candid with and clear with you in this industry. How many people are no longer existing? Around
Okay, got it.
very huge bad debts have happened, and the
Right.
company is. I mean, the company's these principles are such that we are going through all along.
Got it, sir. So, sir, lot of ethanol plants are being placed in Orissa, Chhattisgarh, then Telangana, etc. So, will it create a further shortage of those kind of rices which are going to be consumed in all these plants? And in that way, raising our procurement prices for basmati in the days to come, or our prices are stagnant since last year?
Let me answer this question. This issue was recently 3-4 days back discussed with one of the person who is consultant to these things. Actually, you see what happened. Initially, rice has been given to them, broken rice have been given to them for ethanol, and sugar cane also has been given to them for ethanol manufacturing. But suddenly the government has withdrawn because the rice as a food is more important for the government, and they have to control the prices. And the people who are manufacturing ethanol, they are truly in troubles these days because of no raw material for manufacturing. Obviously, they have to go for other products. I mean, like horticulture, like this straw to make ethanol from different products. Or as long as there is very larger supply of food items, then if it is spare, they will get. Otherwise, the food is more important for the government. Plants have come up.
So, but now, and our procurement price of raw materials over last year, is it same or are we paying more now for basmati that we buy from market
Our procurement is higher this year.
this year? Approximately how much percentage, sir?
I think it's 30% higher. I think 25%.
Oh, 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 oh. Okay, sir. Thank you very much and all the best, sir. And you are always very kind and explanatory, and you make us understand the business very well. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjeev ji.
Thanks, sir. The next question is from the line of Mr. Ayush Mittal. Ayush, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Rajiv sir.
How are
Uh,
you? Fine.
I'm good, sir. I'm good. So, Ankit ji, it's great to hear you on the call. I've been a very old shareholder of the company for more than 10 years and have followed the company, interacted with Rajiv ji several times, and it's great to see the journey that we have delivered. So, when I look at the numbers, I think it's superb the way we have done it over a long period of time with the consistency, with the size. We have come to more than 100 crore profits now. My questions to you, Ankit, are two, three. One, given that we are in a rice industry, which is a very matured industry, and you have created a niche wherein you have been dealing with small customers, which give you better profitability, and you're able to control your supply chains and all those things better. What do you think you can do now on the growth front, given the cash flows you're generating? So you are at a point where strong cash flows are coming to the company. These are free cash flows. The industry is such that it is matured. It's not easy to take away big market share. So what kind of volume growth do you anticipate the company can deliver? One. Second, what do you plan to do with the cash flows going ahead?
Okay, see, the model we
પ્રભુજી
follow.
હવે છે ને કાલનો દિવસ છે જેમાં અમારે જવાનું છે ને પાછું આવવાનું છે પેલો શંખેશ્વર. So how do you feel? જો no pressure, no pressure. No pressure. નહીં નહીં, I agree. અને 14મી નો છે ને
Somebody can mute him.
બરાબર, હું રીકનેક્ટ કન્ફર્મ કરું છું. અને so absolutely no problem. મને થયું એકવાર ફરી
Sanjeev ji, can you please unmute yourself?
I understand.
Mute yourself.
નહીં નહીં નહીં, મારી વાત સાંભળ. ડોન્ટ ટેક પ્રેશર. અત્યારે આપણા અહીંયાનું કામ જરૂરી છે તો એ પ્રમાણે એને સંભાળી લે. બરાબર છે ને? તો બસ મેં
Sorry. Yeah, please continue.
Okay, Piyush ji, the model we follow, small customers, high margin customers, there is still big scope in that. We've still not, I would say still there's a lot of scope. We can increase our sales based on that model.
We have
It's not saturated. This is what I wanted to say.
What kind of volume growth do you think is sustainable growth for us in terms of volume? Because pricing is something that is not in your hand. That's
Usually,
an
you should look at the previous years, how the revenues have gone up. I don't want to comment about the future. You should draw example from the previous years. This is what I would say. But I guarantee you, still it's not saturated. There are still a lot of customers. There are still a lot of markets where this model can really work. And then I would say, if you look at my peers, maybe the export they are doing is not more than 3,000 crores out of their total revenue. This is the highest, and we are already halfway through.
Okay.
So, I mean, our model, we are going to get more and more customers.
Okay. Second, what about the cash flows? Like the kind of cash flows we are generating earlier, the company was small and the cash flows were being invested for growth in terms of inventory and so many things. Today, these are very sizable cash flows. Certain points of the years we are sitting on surplus cash. Where do you think we can deploy it better for the growth of the company, or if there are any other areas that we are planning to tap or do
I
something
think I think the way we are growing, all these cash flows are going to go in our business in coming years. This is what I
in
think.
terms of building inventory for growth or what?
Our customers are becoming bigger, and for them, we will use this money in buying their raw material. This is what I think.
Okay.
Even otherwise, it is not only the inventory, it is not only the capex. You see, to run show all around the world, it needs a lot of money. You see, the moment we ship, I mean, the shipping bill is generated, it becomes a debtor. So it's spread debt all around the world. It's something in transit to port, at the port, in the sea, at the destination ports. So it's
But sir, the way our receivables are, it is very well managed. So
yeah.
we
It needs quite a big investment.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But
Uh,
you're right, Piyush, the major money goes in buying the raw material, paddy or rice, and the way things are going, I think it is going to go into it.
Of course, we are open to opportunities. If something really comes, it has to be in the food. I'll not go for anything other than food because our expertise is in food. We can go for any food, but it matters. You never know anything opens. We are open to these ideas. We keep on thinking. Vijay and me sit together, and most often we think, yeah, what should we do now? And
okay.
some safe business, and we'll see to it. Not right now, something straight plan, but you never know it. If,
On the Gandhi Dham unit, we were expanding and we were also exploring of evaluating other products. Any updates on that as to what we have done on that side?
because of the cyclone, there was most of the roof was off, and we have fortunately, unfortunately, there is C type roof. The advantage of that kind of roof is these birds don't come in the warehouse. They have no place to sit. So that was very important. That bird excreta, if comes in the rice, is a big problem. So to save that, we made that kind of roof. But once it got broken, it became hell of the job to remove the broken part. It was too high. It was too risky. We had to find experts. Now it is done. So let's see in the coming season will be that will be ready for production processing of rice, and the opportunities are there because the port area and Gujarat and area around that has a lot of food products which has good scope of export. For example, peanuts is there, sesame seed is there, haldi is there. These so many things are other products also. But we'll go in food, not in anything else.
Okay.
I have I have this in my mind, and I'll definitely go for it. I still get customers for that, but unless and until I have not specialization of buying and I mean having good quality, I'll not go for that.
Okay. Sir, why are we not evaluating, like these days, many of the companies are investing and doing very well on the ready-to-eat products, recipes. That is the real value addition beyond rice, cooked rice or recipes. Why are we not exploring something on that side?
You are right. This is for the future, but I feel what we are doing right now for in terms of exporting basmati rice, there is still a lot of scope,
Okay. Okay.
untapped scope.
One thing is there, yeah, because when I travel in Europe and this part of the world, I've seen some of the restaurant, they give ready-to-eat rice to you, ready-to-eat vegetable to you. They just warm it up and put on your table, and the taste is hopeless. Something which is not really very good, will not sustain in business. So if somebody is making excellent, that's fine. But most of people are coming, going, this thing is happening.
Okay. Okay. So, last question from my side. So, of late, I think the prices of basmati rice are falling. Is that right? If yes, then how will it impact us? And yeah.
You're true.
It is absolutely right. Right. The prices are coming down. But like I told before, all our inventory is based on the orders placed by our buyers.
We
So, some
see,
margin compression can happen, or that is also insulated.
I will explain. I have studied my stock because it's something which can hit hard also. When there was this ban, MEP, the prices had come down. We procured a lot. I said it in my last call also. And then we have, that is the reason for good profitability also of this quarter. And now few material is purchased at the high price also according to the market price, and according to the market price it is sold with the reasonable profit which Ankit said. And again opportunity is coming of buying. It's other way around, and that's a business wisdom that place.
Okay.
So
That's
to answer to you, I don't think there's any effect. This is what I meant.
okay. Okay.
Overall,
Great.
it will be good for us.
Great.
No, it's an opportunity again, low price and selling.
Great. So, Ankit, the last one suggestion from my side, given that I've tracked this company for very long and I believe we are doing lots of right things. One suggestion I have is that the dividend payout ratio, if you see this part, though we show that our dividends are rising, but that doesn't matter because our profits have also grown at a very, very fast pace. And if you see the payout ratio, it is hardly 3-4%. While for a company like ours, which has grown to a size wherein we are generating cash flows, I think it's a very good idea that we should look at our dividend policy. We should make it at least 15-20% of our net profits as a payout. And
Right.
to do it efficiently, we should even consider a buyback. If you want, we can discuss more on this, but I think this will be something very, very beneficial for the company and also will help unlock a lot of shareholder value, which has not been happening for quite some time despite the great performance.
Very, very good suggestion. This, what you are suggesting, it has been suggested by others also. Few people. They say you're making so good money and you just you feel it's 50%. This is how you consider it, but it's on the number of shares. Payout from the net profit. Percentage should be on the net profit. I have been suggested and taken note of this.
Great, sir. And consider buyback because dividend में taxation बहुत ज्यादा है, वो 40% plus पड़ जाएगा आपको, और buyback में आपके hands पे tax नहीं पड़ेगा. Company will pay 20%. It will be tax free for all the shareholders if you do a buyback.
Now, buyback is something else,
That is a way by which companies are doing better dividend payout in a more tax efficient manner and lower cost to the company overall.
That I have not considered as yet, but
But
earlier
do explore, sir. I'll discuss with you if needed. That's a great thing to explore.
we can discuss.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much and wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ayush. We will move to our next question from the line of Mr. Chirag Shah. Chirag, you can unmute yourself and ask the question. Chirag, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity again. Sir, just a follow-up. So you indicated that, so my question is basmati production is flattish this year. And generally, industry leading players are looking for a 7 to 10% kind of a growth in volumes. So does that mean there could be higher cost involved in buying paddy / rice? One, and can it have an impact on profitability of the industry? That is, so this is one question I have, if you can help us understand.
Ankit, let me answer. Look, very simple. First thing first, the size of the crop is 10 to 15% higher this year. One. Secondly, you see, it's the opportunity business also, or your business wisdom also plays. when the prices of when the MEP was imposed $1,200, suddenly the sales had come down everyone's. The company had cash flow, we bought rice at the cheaper rice, which helped us to earn. Thereafter, the prices have been high. I've explained earlier also. But because we could sell comfortably and we sold at a margins and we procured at a market price, which was relatively higher as compared to the preceding period. Now again, the prices have come down. We are buying again. We are waiting for them to come down more. The more cheaper we buy, we have very vast market we can sell. We know there are in the international market, it's not like that. The prices have come down and somebody sitting in the remote in Canada doesn't know the price has come down. We can continue.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks, Chirag. We have one question from the line of Mr. Rahul Peliwal on the web chat. I will just narrate the question for uh, Ankit and Ajuji to answer. Kindly to put some light on innovation side. What are the key focus area and growth on those lines in last few months? How on those lines? Just a second.
Ankit, you replied. You discussed with your dad these things. You are BTech also, and he's a ready-made scientist now.
Okay, you finished your question?
Yeah, so one part of the question is asked. If you can just answer that, and then I will take the other one.
You are asking what innovative things the company is doing.
R&D of the company.
So I will just repeat the question. Kindly do put some light on the innovation side. What are the key focus area and growth on those line in the last few months? How are we moving towards higher value chain? So this is one part of the question.
Okay. Anything else, or this is the only question?
The second question is another would be on the about fragrance of basmati rice. Are you trying to revolve old genetics of those seeds? There is a larger mind share of those fragrances in the old generation, and you can quickly catch up market shares.
Okay, the second question is more, towards the government or the scientist side, where new varieties are coming. Some of them have higher fragrances and some of them have lower fragrances. Of course, they have other advantages, like they need less water or they are more resistant to the winds, like that. So this is the answer to the second question. About the first question, in last 3 months, uh, I don't know if you'll understand, but we've been working on our plants, our processing plants, how to automate them, how to synchronize them, how to make things more stable in them. This is what, innovation we are bringing in our processing units. Like, I'll give you an example. Now we are moving towards PLC based. Earlier it was all manual. For example, if the drying of raw material was happening in, let's say, 20 hours, so because it was manual, from 20 it would go up to 30 hours also, or from 20 it will come down to 15 hours also. So now we are creating a PLC where everything will be AI. It will be done by a computer. All the parameters will be measured by the computer. And let's say a dryer would be running on AI based, what is the humidity, what is the temperature. So we are basically trying to get better controls for our processing units. This is the recent work.
Thanks. So we will take that as the last question, given the time constraint. On behalf of Anand Rathi Shares and Stockbrokers, I would like to thank Ankit Setia and Mr. Raju Setia for the call. And if I would also request if they have any other concluding remarks to make. Rajuji, if you have some concluding remark.
Concluding remarks are that you see what Ankit said in his phrase. 1 second, let me. Teamwork makes the dream work. That is a very good motto which we follow. Vijay, my brother, he is all the time looking at the efficiency of the plant, how to save the energy. For example, husk is used, energy is made, and he's not letting it waste at all. Uh, and the burning of the husk, it is burned to the extent the ash from black becomes white. This means the entire energy is extracted out of that. He has this kind of part, and the way Ankit has just told that automation is being put in the plant, uh, that everything is happening on its own, with the Maillard system. Manual and yeah, automation has a difference. I was recently in Dubai about 2 months back. What I saw, two people are sitting in the office on the computer. They are managing the loading, unloading of containers. That was happening. The machine is picking up, machine is putting up. I mean, something which used to be with so many people are with few people, and automation. This kind of thing, when we learn and see around the world, we try to implement in our system also. One. And the second part, Ankit, teamwork is the motto. Ankit and Sankesh travel around. Right now, Sankesh is in Europe. He is going to meet 3, 4 customer, very important one. After that, he will going straight to Gulf Food. From this side, we'll go. I mean, sitting at home, you don't get business. You have to move around and work hard. And the last is within the staff, with the harmony with the staff, systems are there, the business goes up.
Yeah,
So,
I would like to say something about the rice industry,
yeah, go ahead and
right?
tell.
Which I learned from my grandfather or my father or my chacha ji. Okay, each quarter, you can know about yourself when you're dealing in rice industry. So let's say the quarter ending September. This is the quarter where I feel there should be no borrowing from the bank, right? Any rice company which has no borrowing, let's say in the quarter ending March or June or September, it shows the strength that there is not much borrowing from the bank. They are working from their own money. December ending quarter, which just happened, it is important what is the average per kg cost you are taking in terms of evaluating your profit. It's either, I think there's a formula to it, uh, your buying price or market price, whichever one is lower. So if you're taking a higher price, of course, your profitability will be shown higher because you're anticipating that you'll be able to sell it at a higher price. So, uh, March quarter, after that, it is important that you don't have any bank borrowing.
Ankit,
December quarter, Haji.
let me correct you. Maybe people will, it will be thought other way around. When we evaluate the stock, it has to be at the market price or cost,
Yes,
whichever is lower.
whichever one is lower.
Yes, yes.
So if any company is taking it higher than this,
Stock taking was going on. Every day I was, every
yes.
moment, two
So
times.
what I'm trying to say is if any company is taking it higher than
Yes,
what my formula my Chacha ji gave, then
rating.
his profitability will go up, and then it is not the right picture because he's anticipating that he can sell it at a higher price in the next quarter. Now coming back to okay, this quarter only, it is also important to note how much loan the rice company has taken. If the loan is less and the revenue is higher, of course, again it shows the strength. And the last thing, on the 31st March, it is important to see what is the credit given by the rice company to his overseas buyer. What is the recovery which the company has to do? So let's say if the quarter is 400 crores and you have to recover 600 crores or 550 crores from your buyers, that shows weakness. And if the quarter is 400 crores and recovery is only what you are exporting in 1 month, that shows the strength. So this is what I feel is very important. And my company, Chaman Lal Setia Exports, you can check on all these parameters. I think it will be the strongest in the entire industry.
Thanks. Thanks for that. We will conclude the call with these remarks. Thanks everyone for participating. On behalf of Andrati Shares and Stockbrokers, I thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Rathi.